Hello, friends. Today we are going to learn something about stories. Let us begin with Tim O'Brien's quote. He says, stories can conquer fear. They can make the heart bigger. That is what fiction is for. It is for getting at the truth when the truth isn't sufficient for the truth. In today's discussion, we are having a few learning objectives. That is, learning of basic language skills. We are having listening, speaking, reading, and of course, writing. And what are our prevalent methods of teaching in our educational system? Yes, let us cover them one by one. We are having a grammar translation method in which we translate the content from the target language to the mother tongue. Then we do have direct method in which we translate the content from the target language into target language by associating meaning in different versions. Then we are having third prevalent method, that is audio lingual method, in which listening and speaking drills are pattern practices in the target language are taken. Then fourth one is communicative language techniques, in which transactions of language habits are done by interactions, role plays, and other participatory methods. Yes, last one, communicative language technique is very dear to me because I presume that it works better. Now, what approach fits best to the children? And we know children love good moods, enthusiasm, and excitement. They like freshness, fun, and energy. The interaction with children is possible when there is a teacher and there is a suitable content. The teacher must be well aware of children's psychology. Somebody has said, and it has been said well, that children go where there is excitement. They sit where there is love. The teacher must be then well aware of the children's perspective. Somebody has said, tell me and I forgot. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Examining the traditional methods, all methods have some grains of children's involvement in them. But the measure of involvement is solely vested in the teacher's goodwill and dedication. Skill is best learned when we undergo the skill. Yes. Tell a child to write, show him how to write, hold his hand and help him write. The third one bears more results because it is done through the active involvement of the child. Now, another question with us is, how do stories impart learning? Education is drawing out the best from the child's mind, body, and soul. Do stories contain any educational significance? Well, a dedicated teacher adds spice to the stories by his number 1, expressive language, number 2, imagery, number 3, vocal cues. For example, coloring thought to get someone's attention. And number 4, intonation, that is, variations in spoken pitch. Yes, a dedicated teacher takes his thought to the ride of number 1, information gathering, number 2, information processing, Number 3, judgment forming. And number 4, decision making. Now, what is the essence of the stories? To me, stories bring out courage, laughter, excitement, and joy. To me, stories create suspense. I think they introduce children to new words and ideas. They help children experience complex situations of life in an organized way. They preach moral values. They make the children feel that they are human experiences are same and identical for everyone. Stories help children escape the stressful life for a while. Yes, stories make conversations more familiar and memorable. Stories make children to have a reason why to be good in life, because stories contain moral. Children retain stories for longer than data. Let's make an experiment. Let us read this paragraph, and I will read it. Character is the crown of life, and honesty is the crown of character. No one can be good or great without truthfulness and honesty. An honest man may be poor, he may have to lead a hard life, but still he is happy. Let us pledge to be honest. This was a paragraph on the topic honesty is the best policy. Now, let us transact the same setup, the same moral and same theme by virtue of a story. Let us go. Dear students, once a poor woodcutter was cutting the branch of a tree on the banks of a river. His axe fell off his hands into the river. He jumped into the river but could not find the axe. The poor woodcutter was now weeping for the loss of the axe. Suddenly, an angel appeared before him. The angel dived into the river and came up with a golden axe. The woodcutter didn't accept, saying it was not his axe. Again he jumped into the water and came up with a silver axe. The woodcutter declined to take it, saying it was not his axe. Again did the angel jump into the water and came up with the iron axe. The woodcutter felt happy at seeing his own axe. He greeted the angel for his help. The angel was greatly impressed with the poor man's honesty. He presented him with the golden and the silver axes in recognition of his honesty. Now you might have seen this story will keep on the minds of the children for a pretty long time, because it has a chronological order of episodes. It appeals to the senses. It boosts their morale. It encourages them for being honest in their practical life. Now let's analyze. Do you find the children's attention was intact when the story was read? Did you find they were fully absorbed in the story? Now ask the children questions about the content. Ask them the moral of the story. Ask them whether they knew any such stories. Tell them the relevance of the story with the real life. Now, after having done this, let us reproduce the story in the form of a dialogue. Let us make it into a dialogue. Another activity that is related to our practical life. Let us go like this. There are two characters, woodcutter and angel. Woodcutter, crying. Oh God, I am doomed. My family will be starved now. Angel. Oh gentleman, what is the matter? Woodcutter. Else I have lost my axe in this river. No problem. I will find it out for you. Oh, will you? Yes. The angel jumps into the river and gets the golden axe. Take this golden axe. No, this is not mine. I can't take it. Wait a while. Jumps again. Take this silver axe. No, this is not mine axe. I need my own axe. Wait a little. He jumps again. Take this axe. Oh sure, this is mine. Thank you, pious man. No mention, please. You are very honest. So you keep these golden and silver axes as well, as the reward of your honesty. Thank you. When our children will play roles on this dialogue, they will drive excitement, enthusiasm, curiosity, and will learn the target language content unintentionally and without much stress. I hope, my friends, you might have assessed the significance of storytelling. If you think storytelling is beneficent for the students, so do tell them stories in your classroom. Try to make your own stories if you want to inculcate any special type of content in them. This will boost their morale. This will encourage them to speak. This will help them stay fresh in the classroom. I hope you would have liked this content. If yes, then do subscribe to my YouTube channel for innovative videos in the field of education. Hope you will press the bell icon to get my latest videos. Thank you. Have a joyful day.